go.
Okay. Brooke Katz, South Florida, USA, our chef. This is his story. As a man of logic and reasoning, it was a natural choice for me to go into the sciences. I moved towards the fields of medicine. It seemed natural to watch somebody be filleted open and have body parts removed, and then go to lunch and have a big burger or a slab of animal muscle laid in front of me to eat. The science has taught me that we were meat eaters, and that was the most efficient way to get the 100 grams of protein a day that we needed. It also taught me that the greatest source of calcium and other nutrients was a lactose bovine solution from the udders of cows, and that if I didn't have at least 25% of my daily intake from the source, I would become somehow deficient and possibly put my life at risk. These were facts. So we were told. Back then, I didn't connect the dots to see how much money influenced all these so-called facts. I believed in the science, and science couldn't be wrong. It was science. As I reached the almost 300-pound mark on my scale and suffering from an array of maladies, I had an epiphany. The logical side of me said, the science isn't working right. My sister, a longtime ethical vegan, had touted for years that the moral and ethical side of veganism, but I brushed her off because she didn't have the science to back up anything she said. I called it the fluff. When people say to your emotional side rather than the reasoning side, but a change did need to happen, and I didn't know what or where, even where to turn. Then I met my mentor, my friend, and the person who opened my eyes to the truth, Dr. Michael Clapper. He pulled me through and the looking glass, and I've never turned back. He showed me the science was biased because of the economics. We studied the true anatomy and physiologically of the human body and realized all the numbers were screwed because of the animal industry. Years of scientific research have now shown us that humans need way less protein, get way too much fat, and have absolutely no need at all for the substance called dairy. We have learned that most of the harm done to the body is from what we put in it. The strange thing was that I found myself in an almost Darwinian evolution. I found that as I no longer had to kill an animal for food, the need for the rest of the body parts also seemed less logical. To just use an animal for its skin or glandular fluid seemed wasteful. Then it happened. It was such a natural progression that I didn't even realize it. I found myself in touch with not only the animals, but the environment and water conservation, global warming, health issues, and worst of all, feelings. I started feeling for anyone and everything. It was like something had moved me to a different level of awareness, like I had climbed the next rung of the evolutionary ladder. So why will I stay vegan for the rest of my life? Because I continue to move up the ladder, and going backwards is not my direction or a possibility. As I approach my 30th year of veganism, logic still dictates my mind, but compassion now rules my heart. Thank you to all who helped make it happen. That's the story.
Wow, thank you for that read. That was a lot of work.
Yeah, I messed up. Sorry.
In a little while, we'll have Dr. Steele's presentation, and also, I'm going to invite you to stop over to Kathy's table, and she is going to be displaying something that is really good. Really good. It's moringa. Moringa. So in a few minutes, Kathy will be here. Okay, as I said, this stuff right here is incredibly good. It's a moringa mixture. Kathy, well, what exactly is it? And what are you going to do in a few minutes?
Moringa is an herb. It's a humongous herb, right? Banana is a humongous herb. Banana actually is, it looks like a tree. Moringa is actually an herb, it looks like a tree. It grows, the leaves grow, and the leaves, it's also called the drumstick tree, and the leaves contain something that very, very few plants have. All kinds of vitamins, all kinds of minerals, all kinds of essential fatty acids. More essential fatty acids than avocado. More vitamin D than you know what that comes from a cow. More vitamin C than oranges, etc., etc. It has iron, more iron in spinach, etc., etc. So as little, I grow the stuff, I dry the stuff, I pick it, I dry it, and then I powder it. And a little half teaspoon of the powder will keep you going all day long without a loss of energy. You just keep going, you don't get tired. So I